What's going on, people? It's me, and it's her, and it's us, and she's gonna play The Sims, and I'm gonna sit here and commentate and make bad dad jokes. That's about it. So she's a young adult, probably what, early 20s. She's got a live-in boyfriend, and they have a
no.
husband. Are y'all y'all got married? I didn't know you were married. Well, la-di-da. I don't remember that. But anywho, they've got one kid and a bun in the oven.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the house again.
So she should be ready to pop. Any day she needs to pee. I know he needs a haircut. Yeah, you got me. It is getting a little shaggy up there.
Go to sleep.
Really? You're gonna put your child to bed without dinner?
Yeah. She was already to bed.
You really need to have more kids. That sounds like a good idea. You can't take care of the one you've got. Look at her. What's Dad doing? Make Dad feed the child.
She's not worried.
I'm calling DHS. Hey Mom, when you get off the pot, feed your kid. Also, why is she going to bed? It's like in the middle of the day.
Tired.
So? You get them on a sleep schedule. She'll sleep better if she's not starving. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but if you... What is happening? What are you doing? True story, people sleep better if they aren't malnourished. Poor kid. Not only is she starving to death, you jerked the bed out from under her. She doesn't even have anywhere to sit.
She is sitting on the bed. Are you blind?
She's sitting in the dark because you snatched her light.
Yeah.
And her little turny thingy. How long of a pee is Mom gonna take? Oh. Dad's gonna have a stroke when he comes back and the house is just gone. And Mom and baby are just standing in the yard. She's sitting in it. What's that weird flowery swatch of green?
Flowers.
Why is there only flowers there in that one little rectangle? But you might, I don't know, be a mom and go over there and pick her up. She looks like a penguin. Apparently she's only 2, even though she looks 6. Maybe you raised it. You raised the roof. You know what you raised? Such and so forth, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Stairs. I get that, but you'll need stairs to get.
Yeah, I will. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not finished. I'm nowhere near finished.
You've got a toddler, is what I'm saying. You think stairs are a good idea?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I mean, you're starving her to death. What? You might as well add neck injuries to the list.
You are so...
Where's laptops?
Where laptop?
Are you gonna even it up that way, or?
Yes!
Okay. Well, I mean, you weren't, so that's why
Well, I was clearly...
that's why I was asking, because
Oh.
you said you said you were going to, and you weren't doing it, so that's just, I was curious. No, I want an old-fashioned, plain Jane simple laptop. None of this touchscreen stuff. How big this stupid thing is in the way and I can't see! I'm fine. Don't even worry about it. Perfectly fine. Yo, 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 yo! Jiggy, jiggy, what? Can I get a holla and a whoop, whoop, and a word? Snizzle dog, homie, what? Yeah! Yo, yo, jiggy, 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 what, yeah, 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 homie, homie, yo, what, yo, homie, what? Okay!
Fine. That's not high. What are you talking about?
That's a shrub, also known as a hedge. It's a bush. See how it has leaves and flowers?
It's cute and I like it.
That's how you. That's the dead giveaway. That's how you know it's a bush. Is
I
because
know it's a bush.
because it's a bush.
I know it's a bush.
See, fences are not bushes. That's how you know it's a fence, and how this is actually, in fact, that's right, a bush. You want long, like vertical long or horizontal long, or both. You could get a bay window. That's like if this TV was a window. Because you didn't act like you did. That's fine. While I was explaining. You gave me this look.
No, I didn't.
What's that thing over there that looks like a turtle? What's the thing over there that looks like a white turtle with only 2 feet? Looks like if an igloo and a turtle had a baby, and it wore a blue scarf.
It's like a thing like this.
Like a fire pit?
Like this.
Is it a fire pit?
It goes over like doors. Or windows, like look. It's like this. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Because your window's allergic to sunlight?
Yeah.
Oh, what a cute little tree. Yeah. Welcome to being a homeowner. You gotta mow the yard. I'm kind of surprised that you're not having to actually do any of that. Like, the grass isn't, like, overgrowing and your hubby's not out there having to, you know, weed eat and what have you, and the neighbors are griping because your lawn's too... Yeah. We can't have grass look like grass. No, we gotta cut it down short enough to resemble AstroTurf.
But I don't care to know.
It's stuff they put on like a football field to look like grass, but isn't grass. Do you have a basement to protect you from them there twisty storms? From them there cyclones? Auntie M, it's a twister. It's one of them dust devils, I done tell you. Watch out! It's one of them there whirligigs, and it's coming to take you away! You need you a chimbley. So that you and little Timmy and Tallulah can, you know, gather around the Christmas tree in front of the nice cozy fireplace with the stockings all hung with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. And the sugar plums danced in their beds while they dreamt of the snow people and penguins in their heads. And I heard a noise out on the lawn, so I jumped up and went running and tripped over the slippers I left by the bed and fell face first and damaged my head, and now I have brain damage and bleeding inside. So say your prayers at nights, kiddies. There's nowhere to hide.
The bathroom's gonna be up here somewhere.
Is that where you keep the stepchild that you can't stand? You just keep them locked in the basement? Are you sure? Because that looks like the window of the stepchild that you can't stand, and you keep them locked in the basement. And you just kind of feed them scraps through a hole in the wall. You just, when you clean the dinner plates off at night, you just scrape them into the hole in the wall, and they fall through to the basement where you keep the stepchild you can't stand. A lot of windows.
Need a lot of windows in a house. I mean, you don't need. You need.
This room don't have any.
Well, probably because you're a psychopath vampire.
Psychopath, you know, not every vampire is a psychopath. Okay.
Name one.
Dracula on the Hotel Transylvania movies is a rather charming individual. And his daughter Mavis, she's not too bad.
You're too bad.
She married a human, and they had a weird redheaded kid. Are you gonna take them back inside before Mom goes into labor on the front lawn?
No.
The
have to do the inside.
The mailman has to deliver the baby out there in the middle of, on the sidewalk out there with the neighbors driving by. You know what? You know what? You know what? Now that happened. Hey everybody, the Cuphead show is now on Netflix. Based off the game, Cuphead. How do you make money on this game? So is dude gonna bring home a paycheck? Sweater vest. Where should the stairs be? Well, I don't know. That's gonna be the kitchen in there, I'm guessing. Is there gonna be a bedroom down here anywhere, or? Well then, yeah, I'd put it. Can you put it like, flip it and put it sideways against? You want it right there in the middle of the entryway to the kitchen? I'd put it over there on the far wall. Turn it. Yeah, like that. Can you just hang like a knotted jungle rope from a hole, and you can just climb up and into the second floor, and then have like a fireman's pole coming down, so you like climb up and then slide back down. Be like Valentine's Day. It's a wonderful holiday filled with happiness and joy. You get flowers and candy. You can't fool me. I know things. Why do you have statues? Are you like a museum curator, or really into antiquing? Maybe she's an archaeologist. She always brings home a knick-knack from every one of her digs that she goes to when she goes to the archaeology out there in the digging up them there dinosaur bones, arrowheads, and the little pieces of petrified wood. Maybe a skull of dead critter. Maybe a bunch of bones that belong to 6 different creatures. And you just slap them all together, and you're like, hey, we discovered a new dinosaur. It's called the Flippity-Dippity-Saurus. It had hands jutting out of its back that looked like wings, like this. It was like, Scraw! And that's the sound it made too. It would walk around on 3 legs, no hands in the front, but 6 hands coming out of its back that would do this number. And it would go, Flibbity-dibbity-saurus, everybody. Why does this up here look like a secret laboratory in some underground facility ran by a shadow sect of the government where they experiment on, like, poor people? They take homeless people off the street and do all sorts of heinous experiments. So is this a one-up mushroom on a pedestal? That's creepy. So it's got an open floor plan, as they call it. Like a studio apartment. Yeah, I would put it right beside her bed. I know I, for one, love the smell of urine as I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, nothing helps you nod off and, like, just kind of fade off into dreamland than the smell of stale urine. Maybe some poo leftovers, some fecal germs and bacteriums crawling around in there. Wake up in the morning and yawn, and this big mouthful of peas and poops in the air. What about these weird, like, metal wizard hats floating in the middle of the room? I think you need more statues in this room, personally. You need one right behind the door, so that when people walk in, it just scares the other living out of them. And if it was one that had like its hands out in like a shrugging I don't know pose, you could hang your coats and backpacks and stuff off of its hands. I'm pretty sure your child's gonna die if you don't feed her soon. I wonder what happens in this game if you let your kid starve to death. Come on, Petunia, follow Mommy. Or stand out there next to the highway by yourself. She's throwing a full-blown hissy. I'm pretty sure I just heard some 4-letter words that a child of that age should not be saying. It'd be funny if she's like, I told you, Mama! Feed me! Yeah, that checks out. See how easily she went to sleep once she's been fed? I wish I had an invisible, house renovator that would just constantly be improving upon my house, customizing things and rearranging and whatnot while I just live out my life. Things just change around me. When you leave for work, you're living in a 1-bedroom apartment, you come back and all of a sudden it's a 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That'd be wild. When was the last time you dumped her potty? A month ago?
It would be green. Like green.
It's not even liquid anymore. It's kind of what water was in it has evaporated out, so now it's just kind of like a gel, like an orange yellowish jelly, congealed all in like butter. It looks like a tub of butter. You have to literally scrape it out. And then you just throw that spoon in the trash when you're done, because you can't save that.
And
You passed out in the driveway. I've lived that life before. So she's just hanging out in the house by herself? How'd she get there? So dude doesn't take a... So dude doesn't take a shower when he gets home from work? He just goes straight to bed? That's gross. That's real gross. You imagine how nasty them sheets are? Ugh. You're so focused on fancy bay windows and making sure you got fancy schmancy bush fences outside, but you forget a toilet? Wow.
What's she buying? You're supposed to go to the bathroom.
Why was there green smoke coming out of the bathtub? Are you that dirty? Ew. I don't know, but your whole house is about to explode and burn down. You might want to wake everybody up. You're gonna have an electrical fire downstairs. She peed in the bathtub. She peed in the bathtub. If it were me, I would probably get out, maybe run fresh water or something. Now he's dreaming about a palm tree. How come it doesn't show what she's ever dreaming about, the kid? I would definitely unplug the refrigerator before I chopped any veggies. That's just me, personally. Ultra speed! Ew. Now he's dreaming about unicorns. Why was there green smoke coming out of her chair? Ew. Is she fixing big pile of garbage in the middle of the kitchen floor, right next to an even bigger puddle of some sort of liquid? Also, the coffee pot has green smoke coming out of it. If my coffee pot produced anything green, I wouldn't drink it. Feed that poor kid. That's what you sound like most mornings. Also, the silverware is angry, and Jeffrey is unhappy as well. He needs to pee. The toilet's broken, remember? See? Look at it. It's still broken, see? Did you fix the toilet? Dude's still unhappy. She's fine. Now she's sad because the toilet's broken. See how over there the toilet's... Well, everybody's ticked off because the toilet's broken. She's sad now. Everybody needs to pee. She's very sad. The trash needs took out. She's starving to death. She's out of energy. And the toilet's broken. She wants her Jack-in-the-Box and her wilted flower to not be sad anymore. She doesn't want to play with her tablet. She wants her Jack-in-the-Box. Mom looks a little bit like if a Volkswagen was to grow legs and start walking around. The resemblance here.
Like her.
So turn her sideways.
She's not here.
So look here. That's you see the Volkswagen resemblance? I'm putting the Optimus Prime, the Autobots, on my PS4 controller light bar. Boom.
Oh, Glaby.
How far along is Mom? Is she gonna pop anytime soon? Like, how soon?
Literally anytime.
Ew. Is it gonna make a sound?
No.
Is it gonna sound like,
No.
or anything like, or how about, that's all he needed. Just needs some downtime.
Yeah.
You gotta unwind sometime, people. Boy, oh boy, I sure do love my cream soda, Dr. Pepper Zero.
Good for
The zero stands for sugars, because it's got 0 of them. Is she a vampire now? You're trying to stake, like, stake her in the heart with a giant jousting pole. I'm still a little confused on the general layout of this house. Wouldn't this here on the floor be a tripping hazard? Wouldn't you stub your toe on that on a regular basis? This, like 4x4 you've got across the middle of the floor here. Cold,
Oh my gosh, I'm in labor.
an ice cold,
No, you cannot go to the bathroom.
partially eaten chicken leg.
Yeah, hospital.
He wants,
I might go to the hospital
he
next
wants
time,
a
though.
frozen chicken leg that someone's took a bite out of.
I didn't get to go last time. I want to go.
And she wants a binky.
I must go! Can I go?
Millie is having a baby.
Yeah. I can't go to the hospital because I have other... I don't really know.
And dude just stays there watching TV. That's
It's
great.
a boy!
First name He, middle name Stinks. He Stinks Granger. I think it's got a beautiful ring to it.
He's in her room? No!
That's not gonna work. He's gonna wake up little Susie in here, and then you're really gonna have a situation. There you go. Just put that in your noise tube and hush. I wonder if you have any of those PPTPs, some sort of little doodad that you put over their wang when you change them, because for the first, like, probably 2 years, every time it's exposed to the cold air, it just pees everywhere. So you put this little, like, paper, it's like a paper or like styrofoam cup thing, that, like, basically a shield to keep them from just hosing you down every time you try to change them. It's like an unmanned fire hose. It's just just all over the walls,
Bye, Felicia.
dripping off the ceiling. It's a whole thing. Alright folks, that's gonna do it. We accomplished a lot on this here video. We rearranged the house. We had another kid that cries a lot. Gave him a real weird name. We established that Mom is shaped like a Volkswagen Beetle in particular. The front end of a Volkswagen Beetle. We learned that shrubs and bushes and hedges are actually not fences, because fences are fences and hedges aren't. So that was fun. Also learned that this potty has never been cleaned or dumped in the 5 years that this kid has been using it, because she's the size of a 7-year-old and still jibber jabbers like she's 6 months. So that's all kind of strange. We learned that Valentine's Day, dumb holiday, but you get cute teddy bears. And that'll do it for this video. We will catch you next time around. See ya.